We are in Mira Oasis and we've just sold this absolutely gorgeous townhouse, and I'm going to take you through the property and explain what we spent, what we made and how we added the value. Mira Oasis is a great community for doing flips in Dubai, mainly because of the opening of Jumeirah British School that opened this summer, and it's just in Dubai basically one of the last remaining townhouse communities where the plots and the built-up area is still actually quite big. The more modern that the community is, the smaller the plots and the built-up area get, so having a large size like this is quite unique, which is why we chose this community to do our renovation in. So come in, I'm excited to show you around. For anyone that's new here, I'm Brooke. I'm a property investor and co-founder of Shakir Properties, and this is one of many renovation and flips that we've got across Dubai right now. In terms of design features for this townhouse, we basically went with like neutral tones. We wanted it to feel really warm, creamy and inviting. We have used like brushed gold features throughout, and we've gone with LVT porcelain herringbone flooring throughout, which I just think is like so European, so homely and cozy and just very in at the moment. We've also got like a state-of-the-art media wall here as well, using gypsum to create that curved arch, which I just think is really modern and very in. For the countertops and the backsplash, we've used, I think it's Valakova. I'll correct myself if that's wrong, but Valakova marble porcelain tiles. It's a really durable, more affordable tile that basically mimics the Valakova, I hope I'm not butchering that, marble. When you're doing flips, you don't really want to put your style in there too much, because you want to try and keep it as likable as possible so that any type of buyer can come in and make it their own. Whereas if you come in with a super specific style, you might turn off some of the buyers and affect how quickly that's going to sell. I'll take you upstairs and talk about the design that we've put in the washrooms, and then we'll go outside and have a look at the garden. So this is the master ensuite. Just turn the lights on. And in here, we've obviously got double vanity. We decided to go with a mirror all the way up to the ceiling for this one and a drop light. And I just think that that's super nice. It looks like a hotel. We've gone for porcelain tiles throughout the bathroom, travertine look specifically for like the showers and the baths and everything like that, which I'm still obsessed with, by the way. We've got recessed lighting here and literally a humongous bath, which our contractor actually tried to put in a smaller bath, and we were like, absolutely not, it needs to be the biggest bath, because I just think this is its USP in its own. Like, this would be a USP for me. I feel like two people can easily fit in there if that's your gig. We've also added bifolding doors, which are just insane, to be honest, because you can completely fold them out and create that indoor-outdoor living. And you can just completely get rid of those doors, tuck them out of the way, and then literally have your kitchen leading into your garden. And then in the garden, we've got quartz tiles all around the pool. We've got like a semi-sunken seating area here, which is like perfect for a sun lounger that's a little bit submerged. For everyone living in Dubai, like, you need that to stay cool. And then we've also got it connected with a glass panel to a sunken seating area, which obviously needs cushions in it, but how cool! I'm not gonna sit down in case I make my pants dirty. The reason that we've managed to do so much with this garden is because it is a corner plot unit, which has a larger plot. And yeah, it just gives you a little bit more space to work with. And definitely will have been a reason why we managed to sell it at 90% complete, because it is one of the most desirable locations within a cluster in Mira Oasis. So location, 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 always. So we bought the property for 2.85 million. The cash down payment for the mortgage was about 500k. The purchase fees, including like the brokerage fees, the DLD, and the other fees that are associated with buying with a mortgage, came to about 200k. The renovation costs were about 700,000, and then the running costs, which are basically the mortgage payments and the service fees that we took into account over 8 months, while that was basically the prediction that we made for how long we'd have the property for, came to about 115k. So all in, we were about 1.5 million. This property, as was already explained by WAF on a previous video, I'll put a little link to that video in the bio, but it actually sold at 90% complete, off market, one viewing, which was just amazing, at asking as well. Like, we'd predicted to sell it for 4.2 million and got 4.3 without even putting it on market, which was absolutely insane. So selling it for 4.3 meant that our profit on this project came to about 350,000 dirhams, which is about 70,000 pounds, and 24% ROI for this project, which is obviously absolutely amazing in just about 8-9 months. Before I wrap up the video, I just wanted to let you know some of the key lessons that we did learn throughout this experience of flipping this townhouse in Dubai. The first one would definitely be, when you're making projections and projecting your timelines, I would take into consideration the fact that delays might occur. A huge delay with this project was getting the DDA approval. It usually takes about a month. It took 2 to 2.5 months of this project, which obviously meant that we were massively delayed when it came to doing the major demolition works and everything like that. So if you are considering the monthly payments, like the mortgage and the service fees, just make sure to include a buffer for any delays that might occur when it comes to approvals. Another learning is definitely to make sure the agents know about it before it's actually hit the market. Obviously, if we hadn't have let this agent know about this unit before it was finished, we wouldn't have been able to sell it off market. We definitely discussed letting agents know about it, but I don't think it was something that we really pushed. Obviously, now we've had the experience, we definitely get people sort of aware of it, showing them the renders and making sure that if they've got any fit buyers, they can bring them along and at least show them what's coming, because you might be able to sell it off market before it's finished, which obviously from a timeline perspective is absolutely insane. And then that leads me quite nicely into the third lesson, which is something that we already practiced anyway, but just the power of renders. When the buyers bought this, it was literally a construction site. So if it had not been for the renders, we wouldn't have been able to show them what we were planning to do with it. We wouldn't have been able to get them excited about the vision, and we wouldn't have been able to sell it. So that's definitely a lesson that we learned throughout this whole process. So this flip is one of many flips that we've done this year in Dubai. So if you want to follow along, carry on joining us, then like and subscribe.